Hi everyone and welcome to Infinox Market Insights with me, Richard Perry, analysing markets for Infinox on Monday the 7th of March. Now, there's been another run of selling pressure that we've seen early on Monday morning through indices. We've seen news over the weekend that the US and allies are looking to potentially embargo Russian oil supplies, and that has sent the oil price spiking higher once more. And the threat of what that's going to be, stagflation, obviously, is the key question, and how that impacts markets through further down the line. Risk assets being sold off significantly, and a flight to safety generally across major asset classes. We've got really no economic data to take the edge off market moves today, so we're looking out for continued geopolitical updates to drive market moves, but certainly at the moment the selling pressure remains significant. The charts that we're looking out for today, we've got the cable price, which continues to fall away. The US dollar strengthening is pulling cable lower, and sterling under pressure back towards a key level of support. I'm also looking at the run higher and a breakout on the silver price. As I said, metals prices, commodities generally are all striking moves higher, and silver is no exception. And finally, I'm looking at the DAX, which continues to be one of the markets that is massively being pummeled, and selling pressure through the DAX once more this morning. But could it be moving even lower? Where could it stop? Let's have a look at these charts. So onto the Infinox MT5 platform now, and looking at sterling dollar cable initially, and we've seen this sharp downside move on Friday. The non-farm payrolls report was strong, and subsequently we saw the dollar strengthening once more, and that's moved sterling dollar below the key level of support area that we've got on this initial move to the breakdown, which was 32.70. That broke on Friday, and that really has opened 31.60 as the next key level of support. And if I move out a couple of levels, you can see the importance of this support. 31.60, if it breaks below that, you're then looking at the 26.75 to 28.50 area of support being the next key level of support to the downside, so that 31.60 level is really important now for cable, and certainly the markets will be looking at the moment for probably selling into strength. You've had this support that gave way on Friday, that support of the last couple of weeks really, which broke, and 33 big figure down to 132.70 key level of overhead supply. Now on a near-term basis, we'll be looking for sort of selling pressure around that if we got a near-term technical rally bounce, but certainly looks as though sterling dollar is still continuing to move lower. Here we see the silver price. Well, I've got them on the weekly chart initially. Seen this huge run higher in recent weeks, and it's broken out above this key level of resistance, 25.40, and that really has once more opened the upside, and you can put the crosshair on the next level. 26.80 is the next real level of resistance on this chart, and it certainly looks as though it's moving higher. Key closing break on Friday, a little bit of a stalling, you could argue, from early morning highs and above 26 bucks, but anything back towards this uptrend is a buying opportunity. It's a little bit stretched, you'd argue, on the momentum on the RSI above 70, but I think any unwinding move would still have to be seen as a buying opportunity. You've got the key breakout level of support, 25.40 area, and going on the 4-hour chart, you can see back towards 25 figure, really, to 25.40. It's a really good basis of support now on this run higher in this uptrend. And finally, on the DAX, well, the acceleration, I mean, we've seen the selling pressure that started off at the beginning of the year, but it's just accelerated in recent weeks, and arguably accelerated even more. It's sort of going hyperbolic to the downside almost now. Trading already at the day low, it's down sort of 3.5% on the day session today. This green line, 13,300. But if I go on the weekly chart, you can see that that was originally a first line of support, and that's been broken, and that now really does open the way to the downside. 11,300, the next real basis of support. But look how oversold that market is on 19.20 on the RSI on the weekly chart, and on the daily chart you're at 22, so really oversold levels and just accelerating low. You'd think that, I mean, at some stage you'll get a big sharp rebound, but the question is when, and do you catch a falling knife? Obviously the safe answer would be to no, not catching a falling knife, but at some stage it's going to have a big sharp recovery rally, you'd say, but just for now it's open to the downside. And as I said, that next support of 11,300, That's 10% below where we are at the moment on the DAX. So it is a real sort of downside potential there still, despite being massively oversold. But yeah, it's just not stopping at the moment. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you found that informative for your trading. I'll be back on Wednesday, where we've got the ECB and US inflation data later this week, and I'll be looking ahead to both of those. So I'll leave you with the Infonox support and resistance table, and I will speak to you then. Thank you very much.